Alright, looks like we are good to go. So, let's get started. Whoops, nope. Nope, don't want to have that. Don't want to have that going. Let me check the thing here. Okay.
Captain Neff Parr has turned her...
Alright, we need to do one of the events. Of course it's this one. I'm not entirely sure why I can't get the not entirely sure why I can't get the other.
I'm reading a lot of spatial distortion out there, and hostile ships are coming through. We're finishing some defense satellites to assist you, but we need some time. Do what you can until they're ready for activation.
Acknowledged. Let me check my There's always at least, every time I've done this, there's always at least one of those kind of ships. The ones that turn into the jellyfish.
Enemy ships approaching on an attack vector. Targeting the shield generators. If we lose those, Pahvo will be vulnerable to invasion from orbit. The good news? Our defense satellites are ready. Scan them to bring them online.
Acknowledged. Okay, 5 out of 12. So yeah, we've almost. There we go. Got that one right there. And good. Good. Satellites are online.
Picking up multiple enemy signals on sensors. Get ready.
Whoop. Yeah, unsurprisingly, the giant spatial tornado here is completely demolishing these things. Of course, it's not this group that go after the. It's not this group that go after the generators. go, Terran ships over here. Yeah, I was gonna say by the time I get over there. I think there's some over at that end, but I'm pretty sure they've got that. Handled. Someone's got some weaponized board things going on here. I don't think I need to call in the Enterprise back this yet. There we go. Very good. This ship was firing off weapons like it was a Typhon class thing. I think that may have been the fire at will. Command with a specific oh my god, a specific weapon attached to it.
Satellite upgrades are now available. When you scan a satellite, its new abilities will come online. Your service branch will determine which upgrades will activate when you scan a satellite. Choose wisely.
Acknowledged. All right, we got two science satellites over here. I'll leave the rest of them because it might help to have a variety over here instead of just all one thing. There's a shield satellite. Other shield satellites. I'm not entirely sure what the science satellites do. I think they hold them in tractor beams. I think the science ones hold them in tractor beams, but I'm not entirely too sure. Well, there are two of them over there that aren't going to be upgraded.
Heads up, the enemy flagships are coming to attack.
Yeah, the shield satellites. That shield satellite went down really quick. No, we need to keep the smaller ships. We need to keep the smaller ships from damaging things. I didn't realize that they're sending Akron. I didn't realize they were sending the Akron kind of a kind of thing too. Oh, whoops! We need to call in. We need to call in more ships here. Uh-oh. Actually, this seems Terran ships to be more appropriate than a the Mokai Klingons, because the ground mission's actually Terran. The ground mission's actually Terran ships. Didn't realize Gemini effect was active. Oh, my satellite's not working over here. Another dreadnought over here that needs to go. And where's my temporal? There we go, temporal. All right, that works.
Well done. We'll continue to ready our defenses here. If they come back, we'll be ready for them. Keeping Pahvo safe is important. You've done a lot today to make that happen. Thanks.
Thank you, Commander. And leave map. destroyed dreadnoughts. Yeah, there's a lot of dreadnoughts in that mission. Exotic damage.
Captain Neff Parr has turned herself in to authorities at Deep Space Nine. She's the Zenkethi officer who delivered vital military intelligence to the Alliance prior to the assault on Bajor. Captain Parr is now actively seeking asylum and claims to have more tactical information for us. I'd like you to debrief the captain and determine the nature of this new information, if possible.
Alright. Science emitter. Tetron damage. Of course, I don't know if I have any Tetron damage on this ship. And transwarp. Transwarp to the starting location.
Welcome to Deep Space Nine. The Chief told me to expect you. The Zenkethi officer is in the far room at the back. A Starfleet captain is speaking to her.
Thanks. I'll head back there now.
Good to see you again. Tensions are running pretty high where the Zenkethi are concerned, but Captain Parr has gone through a lot to help the Alliance. She deserves a fair shake.
Agreed, Captain.
We keep meeting under less than ideal conditions.
Indeed. Why are you in the brig?
The Chief of Security thought it was a prudent measure. Technically, I am under protective custody until the Alliance decides what to do with me. I cannot fault this decision. Our military has much to answer for, myself included. There are many who might see a Zenkethi face and decide to seek vengeance.
I trust you. Come on out.
Thank you. Far too many lives have been lost in this crusade, so I'm glad the tactical data I provided helped to save some.
That's an understatement, Captain.
No longer. I renounced the title of captain after committing mutiny. Part of the price I paid to save those lives today. Let's move on. I have more information for the Alliance. I presume you are here to collect it.
That's right.
Are you ready to hear my story?
Alright.
It began on my first mission as captain. I remember it clearly. Captain's log, mission cycle 132. We have arrived at System 91, local designation EOC. Admiral Zen Tarak prepares to conduct Dransuni cleansing operations. Our tactical reports indicate minimal threat from the locals. This should be another aid run.
Captain Parr, we are receiving an incoming transmission from Admiral Zen Tarak.
Let's not keep the Admiral waiting, Ensign. Put him on screen.
The planet Eog. Scans show it to be filthy with the eggs of the hatred Dransuli. Their defenses are generally inferior, but their fleet could be dangerous in large numbers. While our ground squad prepares the weapon, we will ensure that no ship leaves this system. If one ship with one egg escapes, the contagion spreads. That is not acceptable. I know this is your first mission as Captain Neff. Don't let your excitement distract you from the task at hand. Stay alert!
Of course, Admiral. We're prepared to enforce containment protocol as ordered, sir.
See to it that you do, Captain. Zen Tarak out.
Screen off.
Eoki fleet on intercept course. Eliminate them.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, the freighters don't put up a patch. So to be honest, these ships here also don't put up a whole lot of fight. That spread right there. That spread right there is pretty good. But yeah, there was no eggs on those ships, but we have to follow the Admiral's demands.
Captain, the ground team has been to safety. The proto-matter bomb is ready. Since this is your first mission, I'm granting you the honor of detonating the weapon. Get into position when you're ready.
Yes, as you wish, Admiral. Far out.
To orbit and trigger the bomb detonation.
Command is a difficult path to walk at times, Captain. Yet you performed your duties well. It will reflect in my next report to the Autarch. I have seen great promise in you today. Faithful service to the Coalition is well rewarded. Don't forget that.
Thank you, sir. I will not forget today's events for a long time, if ever.
And that brings us back to the present.
That mission took a toll upon me and my crew. To eradicate the Transuli was one thing. The eradication of innocent Ioki was another. Despite my personal feelings, I remained a loyal officer. Things would change under Cronus 3. I led the proto-matter bomb squad myself.
Draconis 3 is a primitive, pre-industrial backwater planet. There's a large infestation. You know what to do, Captain. And Neff, keep your guard up down there. We think the target site is a temple. If that's so, the local savages may try to stop you. Feel free to discourage them. Aggressively, if necessary.
Our firepower should discourage them, Admiral. They shouldn't pose much of a threat to the mission.
We're good to go here. The weapon's in the green. Proto-matter matrix is stable and primed. The Admiral wants us to deploy the bomb in the largest concentration of Transuli eggs. Looks like that's in some type of structure ahead, not far from here. Ready to go when you are, Captain.
All right, let's move out. Keep an eye out for the locals and make sure the weapon is protected. No more lucky shots like Vernonin 4, okay? The Admiral roared at me for a 10 cycle over that.
Alright.
50 credits says Tashan drops the bomb. Again. Oh, I'll take that. Standing right here, you know.
Yep, that's where we need. Oh, they got them already. That's where we need to go. That would be down this way.
Large concentration of Transuli eggs ahead. Doesn't matter where we put it. Whole planet gets scoured. Ask the Admiral. I'm sure he'd just love to tell you. You know, after giving you a year of latrine duty. Shut it. We've got a job to do here. Yes, sir. Sorry, Lieutenant. Just need discipline.
And yeah, and unsurprisingly, they are not doing a whole lot of damage here. Oh, I didn't see this one right here. Of course.
They wouldn't want these eggs to hatch if they knew what was inside them.
Examine the one on the top.
What? Are they worshipping the eggs?
And one right over here.
Are these fools gathering Transuli eggs?
Oh, I was gonna say, didn't know where the remaining enemies were.
Status report, Captain. Have you breached the structure yet?
Yes, sir. We found something interesting as well. Transmitting data now.
Starfleet. Interesting. Your scans indicate that image is centuries old. More Federation time travel nonsense, perhaps. Proceed with your mission, Captain. We don't have time for archaeology.
Yes, sir. Away team out. Another one right over here.
Look at this picture. There's a Vulcan in it. Mammals all look the same to me. You know, they probably say the same about us, right? I don't look anything like you. I'm actually good looking.
Alright. Let's go. Got the thing open. Got the thing open. Oh!
Captain, Transuli signatures are most concentrated here. This looks like a prime detonation site, Captain. We'll get the weapon placed and ready to go. This won't take long. Who's on Overwatch while we deploy the bomb?
That'll be me. Get the weapon ready. I'll make sure you aren't interrupted.
Alright, we gotta leave. We gotta leave and run. Leave and run defense while that's going on. Oh, whoops. But yeah, I was thinking that this was the last mission before. Oh, I was thinking that this was the last mission before this ended, but no, there's still another part of this mission.
Running for detonation now.
I thought there was a spear being chunked from somewhere that wasn't in front of me there, from the sound of it. Maybe it was just a maybe just something that I don't know what.
One squad reporting. Need to stabilize the photo matrix here.
And there. Okay, 30 more seconds. You guys are being pretty annoying, but deciding to do. Okay. I don't know if that actually did anything.
Bombs ready. We're stuck in here. Transporters can't lock on.
And all right, there we go. There we go.
We're reading a large number of life signs massing near your location, Captain. A large assault is imminent. Is the weapon ready to deploy?
In moments, sir, but my men are still trapped in the structure. Transporters can't lock onto their signals.
Unfortunate, but we don't have time to extract them. We've received a priority assignment from the Autarch himself. We must depart at once. Prepare for transport.
Sir, give us a little more time. Beam an engineering team down. We can break into the structure with explosives.
You have your orders, Captain. You will leave no acceptable losses, as are you. Would you like to join them?
No, sir. I would not.
All right, we gotta beam up. Universal reflective crystallized shield. Of course, the main thing from doing this is the event progress, main event progress for all the big rewards going on. I think the game must be loading the cutscene. That's why it's taking so long. I think that's why it's taking so long, because trying to load in the cutscene. It's funny. The ship right here is in this load screen, but we don't see it. We don't see it in the Peril over Pahvo TFO. I think that's because it's in a. I think that's because it's actually in a future mission, but not quite there. Not quite at that point just yet. Ooh, I do not like how long. I do not like how long this is taking. I know. Usually it doesn't. Usually this does not take this long. So I don't know what the hell's going on. All right, it's almost. All right, it's almost there. Well, let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. I thought it was almost there. I don't see anything tabbed out. Don't see anything. Don't see anything going. I don't see anything that's going on outside the thing where that sort of thing would usually be causing trouble. So no, I'm not entirely sure. No, not entirely sure why it's taking so damn long. Especially since, as I mentioned, this isn't the last. Draconis 3 isn't the last part of this particular mission, so I don't know what the hell's going on. Normally when this kind of thing happens, you can probably expect a server stall, but I don't see that going on either. I don't know. I don't know. No, I mean usually this does not take this long. Usually this does not take this long, so I don't know what's going the hell's going on. And it's not like I haven't. And the thing about it is, it's not like I haven't played this particular mission before. It's not like I haven't played this particular mission before either. So, and it's never taken this long to load in. So I don't know what's going on. Uh, Hold on, just a tick. I don't know. I thought something might have been running in the background. I thought something might have been running in the background, but I don't see anything because usually things running in the background of the computer. Things that would be running in the background, of course, be causing issues, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I know. I guess the game just I guess the game is just running extremely slow this morning. Okay, there we go. There we go. I can see it. Well, remember how I said when? Remember how I said when that happens, how the game will,
In moments. Sir. No, sir.
Yeah, remember how I said? Oh my God. Remember how I said whenever the game does that, you can probably expect a timeout, a game timeout. Well, there you go. I don't know what the hell's going. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'll give it another try. I'll give it another try and see. The problem with the original series, I guess the TOS characters just they don't have the number things. Okay, okay, there it goes. What the hell?
I left those men to die. And for what? So the Admiral could reach his next genocide on time. It was madness.
So there were no evacuation plans? No rescue efforts?
None. The Autarch's orders were quite clear on those matters. And the Admiral was all too willing to execute those orders. When we reached the Atosi system, it had become clear. Our crusade was not a just one.
Atosi Prime. Long-distance scans suggested the presence of Transuli infestation. We'll need to be certain. Standard operating procedure, Captain. Begin by conducting a scan of the planet.
Yes, sir. Let's hope this was a false alarm.
All right, so yeah, I think this is the last section.
This is Counselor Halatunum. I speak for the Atosi people. We know of you, Zenkethi, and your purpose here. If you scan our planet, you'll discover that it is free of the bioform objects you seek to destroy. A scan of our moon will reveal the presence of those objects in totality. When we heard the fate of other worlds like ours, we collected the objects and placed them there for you. Scour the moon as you will. It is devoid of life. Atosi Prime, however, is not. Over 4 billion souls dwell here. In their name, I ask you now, spare our world. Spare our lives.
Captain, confirm the Counselor's story. Scan both planet and moon. Verify the location of the Transuli eggs. We've been lied to before. And at great cost. I won't be deceived here today.
Yes, sir. I'll verify the egg's location, or the egg location. And of course, first thing, gotta get close to the planets.
No signs of infestation, Captain. Shall we scan the moon next?
Yes. Helm, set a course for the Atosi moon.
All right.
Captain, I'm reading a large concentration of Transuli eggs on the Atosi moon.
Very well. Prepare the torpedo launcher.
And fire off the proto-matter torpedo.
See, we have been truthful.
Captain, return to the planet and conduct a deep scan. I want to be absolutely certain there is no remaining infestation within this system.
As you wish, Admiral.
All right, back over here. and scan.
Report, Captain. I'm picking up low-level signs of infestation across the planet. Are you as well?
Negative, Admiral. I believe the Atosi were being truthful here. There's no sign of Dransuli infestation on our sensors.
It could be residual traces left behind when they move the eggs. Or it could be shielded pockets of infestation. Another crude attempt to deceive us. We must be certain, Captain. Prepare to scour Atosi Prime.
Sir, with all due respect, Atosi Prime is not a threat to us. There's no need for this.
There is every need, Captain. Since you appear to be incapable of following my orders, I will deal with Atosi Prime myself. Tactical, prepare to fire a proto-matter torpedo at Atosi Prime.
Admiral, no. Don't do this, sir.
No, we're not a threat. We're not.
Interesting that the proto-matter torpedo there looked different from the one we fired at the moon.
I could stomach no more after that. I could no longer walk upon the path of madness. My crew felt the same. Together, we began to walk a new path.
It is done. In light of your service to the Autarch and the Coalition, I would not have you shot for treason. If it were anyone else, be warned. The next time you see fit to walk the path of disobedience, I will not stay my hand. I'll see to it that your entire lineage is purged from existence to the last scale and egg. Do I make myself clear, Captain?
Yes, you do, sir. Helm, get us out of here.
Alright, and done.
Admiral Zen Tarak has a lot to answer for. We can only hope the Zenkethi Crusade has come to an end at last and that nothing like this ever happens again.
That path, that choice, led me to where we are now. Walking it ultimately gave me the strength to stand against the Admiral and defect to the Alliance. I think we can both agree that journey has reached its end. From this point forward, I begin to walk along the path of atonement. That journey will never end for me, but I will help as many as I can with every step I take.
That's an honorable path to take.
Thank you. I hope your superiors have the same opinion as well. As long as the Autarch lives, he will continue to pursue his insane crusade. I believe I can be of use to the Alliance when the time comes to stop him, once and for all.
Agreed.
I shall abide by their decision, until our paths merge once more.
Until then, goodbye. Yeah, okay, beam me up. Yeah, I do wish we got more Zenkethi shit instead of the Discovery shit we got, but that's because I don't like the Discovery content, because that anything post-Enterprise has been nothing but garbage. I'm just saying.
It sounds like Captain Parr has had some harrowing experiences out there. It's clear that the Autarch is dedicated to wiping out every last threat to the Zenkethi by any means necessary. Disturbing. Alliance officials will be reviewing the Captain's request for asylum soon. The help she's given us, and your report, will go a long way toward the approval of that request.
Alright. Yes, I'll take this one. Now, can I actually get into...
The Alliance has agreed to a summit meeting with the Dominion to discuss...
Can I actually get into the ground mission here? I want to do that since I haven't... all the things I've been doing have been the space mission for this. But yeah, I'd appreciated more Zenkethi missions instead of the Discovery content, because discovery content that comes after the.
Congratulations, Admiral.
It comes after the Gamma Quadrant. There we go. Because I do not like the discovery content.
Imperial Terran forces are attempting to transform Pahvo into a telepathic weapon. We can't let that happen. The Terrans have set up their agonizer tech at crystal formations surrounding your position. Deal with them, and use crystals infused with Pavan energy to restore corrupted crystals.
Okay, understood. I'm ready to begin.
Great. Stop the Terrans before they do irreparable damage to the Pavan biosphere. Good luck.
Okay, acknowledge. And this is the reason why I was thinking it's kind of odd that the Peril over Pahvo TFO is just should just all be Terrans, but nope. Lost exosuits, liberated Terran fabrications, or exocomp fabrications. Alright, Nancy, of course, gotta keep an eye out for. Nancy, of course.
Terran reinforcements have arrived.
Alright. Oh.
A placed crystal is under attack. Defend it. A placed crystal is under attack. Defend it. Terran reinforcements have arrived.
Alright, place this one right here.
A placed crystal is under attack.
Oh my god. Oh my god, these guys sneaking up behind me here. Also,
Terran reinforcements have arrived.
trying to see where I need to be in order to actually. Let me see where I need to be in order to actually.
A placed crystal is under attack. Defend it. Terran reinforcements have arrived.
Right. Yeah, that's not surprising, seeing how I was there by myself. I think this is the one that I set up a little bit earlier. So let's
A placed crystal is under attack. Defend it. Terran reinforcements have arrived.
so I noticed. So I noticed.
A placed crystal is under attack. Defend it. The crystal has been purified. Advance to the next one.
Come on, transport. Alright, we got that, so we need to move on. We got that, so we need to move on this way. But yeah, I've never seen a okay, that might have not been that last crystal might not have been the one I set up. But yeah, I've never seen the missions time out during oh my god. I've never seen the missions time out during the
Crystal has been purified. Advance to the next one. Terran reinforcements have arrived.
whoop.
Terran reinforcements have arrived.
Alright, need to come up here. Yeah, just beaming in from all over the place here.
A placed crystal is under attack. Defend it.
I don't know where I don't see any Terrans. Well, let me rephrase that. I didn't see any Terrans.
The crystal has been purified. Advance to the next one. Well done. Looks
Yeah.
like the Terrans are retreating.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was pretty sure that's all of the crystals. So
Reading Terran transporter signals near the spire.
no, not retreating. They're just making a.
Heads up. The Terrans didn't retreat. They regrouped to prepare for another attack. I think they intend to take control of the spire and weaponize it. Billions of lives will be at risk if they succeed. Not on our watch.
Okay.
Not today.
What should I do?
Return to the spire and hold off the Terrans. They'll place agonizers near the roots of the spire to gain control of it. Destroy them and cleanse any corruption they cause. Don't let them corrupt all 3 of the roots. The results will be devastating.
Okay, I need to get back. Yeah, they bring anything up here. We set anything down, and we got an initiative. Not sure what those Borg officers were doing there, but whoop. I don't think this is gonna be too much. I don't think this is gonna be too much trouble. Even if that thing, whatever they hit me with there, was pretty damn annoying.
Get ready. The Terrans are sending in their elite forces. Looks like the Terrans have given up. Now, my team and I will continue to observe. Detect any further hostile activity. We'll send word. Right now, Pahvo's safe. Thanks to you. Well done.
We'll stop them eventually. And with that, that is where I need to end. Fortunately that timeout on the load screen actually caused a little bit of issues. What did I get? Defeat captains. Okay, so yeah, that would be the elite Terrans they beamed in there. Even though I'm pretty sure they got obliterated as soon as they joined in. All right, that is where I need to end for right now. So do me a favor if you would, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Helps me my channel out quite a bit. So I'm done for right now. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you all next time.